I'm ready. I'm ready to see it.
Also, I've got two good ones if you wanted to use them.
Oh, I brought mine.
All right, welcome to our fifth and final round for the preliminary entomology games. I'd like to welcome Oklahoma State and Auburn, and I'd like to have you introduce yourselves. And so we'll start on our audience's right and your left. Ajibefun.
Hi everyone, my name is Festus Ajibefun, and I'm a second year master student in Dr. Appel's lab, and I work on antenna responses of German cockroaches to essential oils.
Aurel.
My name is Dan Orell, and I work in Dr. Jeff Williams's lab at Auburn University. I'm a second year PhD student. I am working on improving methods of varroa control in honeybees, particularly interested in combining methods of cultural control and chemical control.
Oladipupo.
Hi everyone, my name is Seun Oladipupo. I'm a fourth year PhD candidate of entomology at Auburn University. I work in the laboratory of Dr. Appel and Dr. Hu, where my research is essentially on the effects of essential oils on the physiology of the German cockroach. With that being said, I would like to thank our coach, Dr. Nana Liu, for the weekly treats and for the coaching. I would also like to thank Dr. David Held for his support and the Department of Entomology, Auburn University, for their support, and the Entomology Society of America for their financial aid. Thank you.
And Smith.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Smith. I'm a third year PhD student in the joint Fatimiro and Appel labs, and I'm studying the interaction between parasitoid wasps and cockroaches. I would also like to add a thanks to our two readers for the past couple years, Louis Mendez and Brian Holt, and to everybody that came here today to see us play.
That's Auburn University. All right, and we'll have Oklahoma State introduce yourselves. All right, we'll begin match 5, toss-up number 1. Many aquatic insects move along the water-air interface, using the surface tension of water to support them. In 2001, an undescribed Australian beetle, probably in hydrophility, was observed moving through the water in a manner never before seen in any other insect. What was unique about this beetle's locomotion? OSU? Reed.
It was walking on the surface.
Yeah, not quite, almost. It was upside down, so it was still using the surface tension of the water, but it was upside down instead of on top. All right, that was toss-up 1. We're on toss-up number 2. Most female mosquitoes need a blood meal to produce and lay eggs. What is the term for this reproductive strategy? Oladipupo?
Onotogynous.
That is correct. Nice job. That's 10 points for Auburn, and our first toss-up of the match. First bonus of the match. What evolutionary biologist contributed a chapter to the 2004 book Methuselah Flies, about the correlation between desiccation resistance and postponed aging in Drosophila melanogaster? It is one of the most frequently cited works of this biologist, though it only has 1/3 the citations of his book, The Emperor's New Clothes, Biological Theories of Race at the Millennium. Oladipupo?
Graves.
That is correct, and I'd like to mention his upcoming plenary this evening, so I hope you'll join us. So that's 10 more points to Auburn. And back to our toss-ups, toss-up number 3. The dorsal longitudinal muscles involved in flight are attached to what plate-like structures in the insect thorax? Harmon.
Sclerites.
Yeah, not quite, almost. The phragma or the phragmata. Heteronymous hyperparasitism and adelphoparasitism are specific examples of what form of parasitism usually observed in Hymenoptera, which involves females laying eggs on members of their own species. SU? Turner.
Superparasitism?
Yeah, not quite, almost. Autoparasitism. Okay. Toss-up number 5. What order contains the families Elenchidae, Choreo, Xenidae, Myrmecolacidae, Halictophagidae, and Stylopidae? Aurel?
That would be the twisted wing parasites, also known as Strepsiptera.
That is correct. 10 points to Auburn and a bonus. This is bonus number 2. What is the only major organization that uses a picture of a strepsipteran as its official logo? The logo was meant to honor William Kirby, who described the order Strepsiptera a couple of decades before this organization was founded. And that's time. Oladipupo?
Royal Entomological Society.
That is correct. Nice work. 10 points to Auburn. The spotted-winged Drosophila, Drosophila suzukii, is different from other common Drosophila species because it infests healthy, intact, ripening fruits. During egg laying, what is the name of the bacterium that females can introduce into the fruit? I think I heard it. It's Acetobacter. All right, toss-up number 7, which is an image, T6. All right. The adults of Neuterelia cytherea are commonly called pine emperor moths, but the larvae have a different common name with, on the interrupt, Harmon.
Mopane worms. And they are eaten in Africa as a food source.
Yeah, not quite, almost. The adults of Neuterelia cytherea are commonly called pine emperor moths, but the larvae have a different common name with 2 meanings. What is this larval common name, which references its economic importance as a pest of evergreen trees, and references the colorful, festive spots that decorate its abdomen or trunk? It's the Christmas caterpillar. Toss-up number 8. The path followed when collecting samples will affect how representative the samples will be of the pest population. Stratified sampling and systematic sampling are 2 of the 3 common sampling patterns that scouts can choose from. What is the 3rd sampling pattern? Aurel?
Random.
That is correct. That's 10 points for Auburn. And a bonus. All right. What off-Broadway show was advertised as a girl meets bug musical comedy about an exterminator named Carly, whose custom-made insecticide accidentally turns ordinary insects into human-sized mutants? Carly then falls in love with a charismatic insect named Cymex, who she sings about in the show-stopping number, He Pierced Me. Bed bugs! I wish we had the song. That would be cool too. Barbara Mentavani's research on a form of reproduction called androgenesis involved what genus of Phasmatodea? This genus name is appropriate for a stick insect, since it's the Latin word for stick, but it's much more widely known as the genus name of the rod-shaped bacterium used for biological control. Smith?
Bacillus.
That is correct. 10 points to Auburn and a bonus. This is bonus number 3. The video game Animal Crossing: New Horizons features dozens of collectible bugs based on real insects. 2 of the rarest and most expensive insects in the game are Allotopus rosenbergi and Prosopocoilus giraffa, which both belong in the same family of Coleoptera. On the interrupt, Harmon. Oh, sorry, jeez. Sorry. That is correct.
No.
What?
It's a bonus for us.
Jeez. I'm sorry. New bonus for Auburn. What island's nation's parliament building is perhaps the only such building in the world to maintain a pinned insect collection? The collection is comprised of several glass displays showcasing this nation's diverse insect life, including the endemic Queen Alexandra's birdwing. Papua New Guinea. What aquatic genus of Hemiptera was the subject of Wendy Wang's recent phylogeographic study that was published in the journal Marine Biology? That is true. That is correct. Animals in the livestock, poultry, and aquaculture industries often consume feed that has been supplemented by insect protein. This protein frequently comes from Hermetia illucens, a dipteran known by what common name? Aurel?
Black soldier fly, or black soldier fly larvae.
That is correct. Okay, so if I just direct my voice this way. Okay, that's 10 points for Auburn and a bonus. Bonus number 6, which is image B21. What black-shelled enemy with an alliterative name is the only insect that appears in the original NES Super Mario Bros. Game? Alaripupo.
We are going to go with Bozzibidu.
That is correct. Okay, toss-up number 12 is also an image T7. Discoveries by Feldläufer and Chauhan have identified 2 new alarm pheromones in immature bedbugs. These chemical compounds were isolated from what part of the bedbug's body? OSU? Harmon.
From the anus of the bedbug.
Yeah, not quite, almost. That is also incorrect. Audience, it's from their cast skins. All right, these 2 cockroach species are peridomestic pests whose ranges overlap in the southern United States. Although they look similar and belong to the same genus, they can be easily distinguished by their pronotal markings. In order from left to right, give the scientific or common name of both species. Harmon?
So on my left is Paraplaneta americana, the one that's more kind of a reddish-brown color. And on the right is the Australian cockroach.
That is correct. 10 points to OSU and a bonus number 7. This year, ESA introduced the Rising Stars of Entomology Award Symposium. This new award symposium celebrates the hard work and success of exiting master's and PhD students from each ESA section. Name any 2 of the 5 2021 award recipients.
We don't know.
Yeah, not quite, almost. Benoit Bechad, Kara Fickrig, Sajan Grover, Daniela Pizzini, and Yan Yan. Toss-up number 14. What type of cells usually take up insecticidal compounds before they are transported across the apical membrane back into the midgut lumen? We're looking for midgut epithelial cells. Joni King received this year's Outreach and Public Engagement Award for her research on how to plan effective science communication, as well as her research on what family of Diptera. It is somewhat ironic that this family is best known for hindering effective communication in fire ants by decapitating them. Smith.
40.
That is correct. 10 points to Auburn. And bonus number 8 is an image. All right. This unflattering portrayal of entomologists is from what popular webcomic? You may answer with either the comic's full name or its 4-letter initialism. Alaripupo?
SMBC.
That is correct. 10 points for Auburn. And our toss-up number 16, our final toss-up. The leafcutter ant, Atta cephalotes, has hardened, distinctly sharpened mandibles that allow it to efficiently cut leaves. What mineral found on the interrupt, Alaripupo?
Zinc.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Sorry? If you'd like to skip the bonus, and congratulations.
No, get the points. Go for it.
Bonus,
Do you want to do
please.
it? Okay. Which naturalist, entomologist, and illustrator's 366th birthday was celebrated with this Google Doodle on April 2nd, 2013? It's Maria Sibylla Merriam. All right. Congratulations to all of our teams. I want to thank all of our volunteers and, of course, our teams and their coaches for all of the hard work and time and effort that they put into our competition.